Hey guys, it's Jin here, back again with another disappointing day for franchise players in the Madden community. Um, I know yesterday's video I said keep your expectations low, don't get too hyped up, don't, you know what I mean, don't think the best, sort of expect the worst. And I don't even know if it could be as bad as this. I thought they were gonna do something that was like really half baked. I thought it was gonna be entirely new mode. Truthfully, um, that's not what we got. What we got, face of the franchise. Let's just read through this. Face of the franchise, rise to fame. Link in the description if you want to go read the stuff for yourself. Create yourself as a player and jump into face of the franchise, where you will shape your career from high school all the way to the Hall of Fame. High school. High school is where most start their journey towards adulthood. But for you, you're also about to embark on your journey into football stardom. Step into the halls where it all begins as you customize your high school experience by choosing your school name, city, and even mascot. Notice they don't mention uniforms or anything like that. From there, your story begins to unfold as you're plucked from relative obscurity to provide depth behind the school's resident star quarterback, Tommy Matthews. Your backup gig is shortly lived, however, as Tommy has been harboring a secret about his health, one that he shares only with you, leaving you with a crisis of conscience. Do you keep his secret and risk his health, or do you betray his trust and shed light on his potentially serious condition? Your decision will define your relationship together throughout your story, as you and Tommy at times teeter between best friends and bitter rivals. But through it all, you can find a way to join forces and lead your team to the promised land, a state championship? Question mark? Why is there a question mark on that? That's weird. College, your story doesn't end there though, as you are thrust center stage on National Signing Day as 10 FBS schools vie for your talent. What starts off as a normal signing day ends with a dramatic twist after you don the hat of a school you've chosen to attend. Once you set foot on campus, the stakes get even higher, as you not only have to deftly navigate a quarterback controversy right out the gate, but you also have to figure out how to appease your domineering old school approach newly minted head coach Red O'Brien, all while attempting to build your draft stock through 2 challenging seasons of college football and win an college football championship or 2. That should be win a college football championship or 2. Along the way, as if that weren't enough, you're thrown out of your comfort zone and into disarray when Coach O'Brien delivers you an ultimatum. Either switch positions to a running back or wide receiver, or pack your bags and take your chances in the NFL draft. That sounds really stupid. So wait, I so if I'm like a quarterback and I'm playing really well, I'm fucking throwing like 70 touchdowns in a game and I win championships, and this guy's like, you gotta change your position to running back or wide receiver, boy, or you gotta go. Did they put like a racist coach in here or something? What is this? What is this? Is this like the next level stuff you guys work on, Clint, over there all year? Just bad, crappy writing? What is this nonsense? And then the combine, you go there, you talk to Rich Eisen, whatever. You do the illustrious 40-yard dash. They've added the 40-yard dash, guys. It took them 2 years. It took them 7 years, this generation, to add the 40-yard dash, but it's finally in the game. Wow. Good job, guys. Good job, EA. Good job. We have storylines in face of the franchise, which no one wanted. Everyone hated the storyline stuff. It was really cool for 1 year, and they've brought it back. It's back, people. It's worse than ever. Your career will have numerous twists and turns as you navigate the many obstacles of the NFL. I just woke up. The NFL, where you'll be able to live out NFL storylines ripped from the headlines. Weren't you guys supposed to have a dynamic sort of what's that? What was it called? The scenario engine. Wasn't that supposed to like sort of do things like this in a dynamic way? I've read through this whole thing now a couple times. I've never, ever I haven't seen them mention the scenario engine, this big thing. They wouldn't shut up about it last year, but apparently, like most things that this team does, it's in one year, out the other. So, not shocking. Looks like they didn't build on the scenario engine, this thing that they wouldn't shut up about, that they hyped up, that was really supposed to add dynamic things to franchise mode. They were supposed to add dynamic situations to the career mode. It never really did. And it looks like they didn't bother building on it. Instead, they went for more locked-in things. So, it's just... It doesn't surprise me. Let's look at these storylines. Number 1, franchise saver. You've entered the NFL as one of the most highly touted prospects in your draft class. Well, if that's the case, why the hell did the guy want me to change positions? What is this? So you just have some sort of narrative dissonance here where the game says one thing and then does another. Good Lord. And that means an entire organization is putting their Super Bowl hopes and dreams on your shoulders. All-time greats were able to deliver on those championship hopes. Now it's time to prove that you're cut from the same cloth as those legends. Next man up. After being selected in the NFL draft by a team with a solidified start at your position, it's clear that even if your time isn't now, it will come soon enough. How will you win over the veterans in the locker room in the meantime? And if that time comes, that you're thrust into the action sooner than expected, will you be able to prove that you're the man for the job like Russell Wilson did so seamlessly in Seattle? Go back to my wish list video. All these sort of things that they've put in here, I'm not going to read all these. These are all things that I thought that you could do in a gameplay way, RPG elements. Sort of like with MLB The Show. How you have different paths that you can take. You can either be like a team player, whatever, all those sorts of things that they have in that. Instead, EA does the lazy route and goes with sort of a narrative. They go with a linear narrative to accomplish this, and which means most of our careers are going to end up playing out exactly the same. I have no interest in this whatsoever. They have an injury one after you come back from injury. It looks like, I don't know, this is looking like this whole career is just sort of it's sort of a linear narrative. Like, that's the way it looks like. It looks like they have like these three looks like they have like these three sort of starting ones, which is franchise saver, next man up, understudy, which is, being like Aaron Rodgers or whatever. And then they have bitter rivals, which is a rival with another team, dream team, whatever. You're on a great team, the comeback, you got injured, turf war, you're older or whatever, and you didn't play too good last season, so now you gotta fight for your spot, and then your retirement into the sunset. So it looks like they really didn't listen to what anyone wanted from career mode. It looks like they're just sort of keeping the linear narrative thing that they just want to keep doing over there. I don't know why. So there's characters, Snoop Dogg's in the game for some fucking reason. So it took me 8 minutes. Well, yeah, 8 minutes and 30 seconds to get to franchise updates, but that's how little they did. This looks like a patch note. So Madden NFL 21 Classic franchise updates. The new X Factors make their way into franchise. More details on X Factors in Madden NFL 21 coming soon. Wow. We knew the new X Factors were coming to the mode, you fucking dopes. Sorry for swearing, but I'm in a bad mood. Franchise has expanded wildcard playoff round to match the real-life NFL, which now features 3 games for each conference instead of 2. Wow, you don't say. Wow, you saw what the actual NFL was doing and you did it too? Like, that's like the end. Like, this is the second note in here. Like, this is like the bottom one where it's like, yeah, we saw what they did in the rule changes and we did it too. But no, it's the second one. Updated all rookie contract amounts to be more authentic to actual draft rookie contracts for all 7 rounds. Cool. I could have swore this was a thing they did last year. Good job, Swami. Retuned every position's available abilities to better consider in-game effectiveness of the ability and archetype authenticity. Also made the second ability unlock for most positions 85 overall was 80 overall in Madden NFL 20. Cool, man. This is like a patch note. Fixed multiple cases and logic of players considered for dev trait upgrade at the end of the season not checking the correct stat types. That's a patch note. That's something you should have did last year in October. Not act like it's a new feature for a mode the following year. Updates to all team backend depth chart philosophies so they match the team's scheme. Cool. Added position-specific offensive lineman archetype progression buckets for offensive tackle, offensive guard, and center to capture variance in overall formulas based on positional expectations. Previously, all O-linemen were pulling from the same progression bucket. I'm going to assume Clint had slow dev, which is why he makes crappy Madden games now. Fixed an issue. Learn how to spell. Fixed an issue where defensive playbooks and schemes for our fictional coaches would be misaligned. IG, a 3-4 playbook with a 4-3 scheme. And that's it. That's all they did to franchise mode. Good job, guys. You did it. You did it, EA. Yeah. Wow. This is what they did. This took them a year. Yeah, so you know what? I don't want to hear it anymore from Clint, from that guy, that douchebag named Ty, about, we just don't know what goes into the work they put in a year. We don't know. No, we do know. You do nothing. You do nothing. You just retune the game for your competitive players. You work on card art for Mutt. You look on. You go on, like, I don't know what they do. Like, I really don't. You look up Photoshop stuff all day so you can redo your the menu UI, how it looks. That's what you do for a year. But working on putting out a good franchise mode, that's not something you do. My expectations were low, and somehow they came in below that. I mean, that is just impressively embarrassing for a AAA studio to sort of just be this inept at there's not a single mention of the scenario engine, which they wouldn't shut up about last year. It's sort of a joke. You mention our fictional coaches. Hey, you know what would be cool if those fictional coaches had, as my phone goes off, which is probably telling me it's time to wrap this video up. Where's the coaching carousel that we've been asking for now for almost an entire decade to be in this game? Where is it? It's not in here. Where are the new positions? Why are teams still going to sign outside linebackers to sort of play, sort of inside positions, things like that? Are teams going to be taking sort of edge guys and playing them on the inside? Are going to be signing inside guys to play on the outside? Or have you fixed that? There's so many sorts of other positions that you need to add into the game. Nothing in here about that. There's so many simple things they could have did to where I would be disappointed, but I would actually feel somewhat better. It's like, okay, they at least heard us on some of these things and they decided to fix it. We didn't even get that. Today. We got shit in our mouth, and I'm sure Clint and his entire team are probably like once again going, man, these franchise guys are just never pleased with what we do. It's like, yeah, no shit, Clint. No shit. You added nothing again. And I'm sorry for swearing again, but I'm just annoyed. And look, I'm part of the problem. I'm going to buy the game. Like most of us, we're just spokes on the wheel. So even if we don't buy it, someone else will. And that wheel's just going to keep turning. And I'd like to think they would care about making franchise mode better, because wouldn't you want a fully featured NFL game? But they make money despite themselves. You know what I mean? The MUT stuff, you dudes, you 50-year-old men that are living on retirement and Social Security, you can buy as many MUT packs as you'd like. You kids who, you get your parents' credit cards or whatever the hell you do, you can buy all the microtransactions as you want and get all the cool cards. But if you're not interested in that, once again, sort of Madden, Electronic Arts sort of proves this is not the game for you. So I want to thank you guys for sticking with me, hearing me sort of cry again for going on 16 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. I have another video up for you guys today, which will be Cavaliers franchise. Just wanted to get this one out because what another disappointing day for it is in the franchise community in Madden.